there, 2 and 3 are wide, but pretty much line is turned for the leader. He ran wide, but he's actually got the move done. It's a good move there from him, but it's Ben Short up front with Steve Foden, and the two of them are getting away from the pack behind, just like they did yesterday. Possibly you have a point there in that it might still be a bit damp offline, so overtaking could be a bit more difficult than it normally would be, certainly for the first race or two today, assuming it does dry out as the forecast says it will. So it's Short leading, Foden in second, Tom Smith is in third place, number 41, as they make their way across the start and finish line. In fourth place, number 38, Stuart Simmons. Fifth is number 1, Ben Hansey. Sixth is number 72, Matthew Short. Then Marcus Bailey, number 154, is seventh. And Callum Greatrex, eighth. This is Stuart Simmons, and it's Ben Hansey that was trying to get alongside him and go past him up into Wilson, but he was on the outside line and he couldn't make that work. Just ahead of them is Jason Greatrex, who's not showing up on the scoring tower, so that car has got a transponder not working correctly, so this is actually the battle for 5th and 6th positions with that Greatrex car just ahead, and Hansey's pulled out of the tow, trying to go to the outside now as Stuart Simmons and goes through. So good exit there for Chapman Curve, and Ben Hansey gets into what is actually maybe 9 laps, just depending on whether the dampness has an effect on the lap times. But Declan McDonald, you can see in the James Tucker Racing run car, normally runs cars for Declan's stepson Joe Wiggin, who's a front runner in another Mazda MX5 championship. But here's Ben Hansey, and he's now going after Tom Smith then, isn't he? That's because Jason Greatrex has got past Smith for third, and I think Smith's about to lose another to Hansey. He is, isn't he? He's on the inside line, is Hansey. Smith are just a bit wider there, and a couple of cars behind him. He's got Matthew Short, Ben's father. Smith is going to try and get back ahead of Hansey, even. He's going to use the tow along the Bentley straight to try and make that work, but here's Ben Short in the lead. He jinks this way and that just to try and break the tow from number 77, Steve Foden. These two are a long way clear of the rest. Jason Greatrex yesterday, when you say those two are the class of the field here in Snetterton, three cars together. Now over there, position. He got back on the 30th, so without losing too much time through. Four up the top from the three cars back to 7th. Murray and Smith on line with his crew there. A good run, a good exit from Ben Hansey. Now he's going to challenge Jason Greatrex down. He's straighten up. Richie's Claudia will come through there. Last through, just 4/10 of a second apart. Fastest lap for the second place car is Steve Foden, 1 minute 31.0. And into Richie's comes his brother, third Hansey, unable to make a move. So far, Jason Greatrex is now showing on our timing screens as well. You can see there, if you're on the live stream, on the left-hand side of your screen. If you want to get the live timing, you can get that as well via the 750 Motor Club website, 750mc.co.uk. 4 cars then disputing third position. Greatrex, Hansey, Smith and Simmons make their way through Chapman and onto the Bentley Straight once again. This is now lap number 4 of the race. And Tom Smith there just falling a few car lengths behind Ben Hansey. I think he may have just possibly lost the tow, and therefore we'll have to switch to defence from Stuart Simmons in the number 38 car. There's a bit of a gap back then to Matthew Short, but this is Hansey now taking the third place from the inside line at Brundle. He's got to start from the inside, so third position on this 4th lap of the race, 5 seconds away from the 2 lead. 5 of this race, and Ben Short up front just now breaking away from Steve Foden.
Yeah, he is. About 9/10 of a second is the gap. There is the 22 car. That's Adrian Johnson, been racing in this championship for a little while now with his son Jordan, who was a bit further down the order. He's in 28th position at the moment. Jordan was, well, he was on one occasion a race winner, I think, last year as well. So certainly a regular visitor to the top 6.
Jordan Johnson had a retirement yesterday, I think, so had to start from the back, which is partly the reason why he's so far down.
Eddie Thomas was second in the championship last year, car number 9, and he is chasing up number 67 David Abbott now.
Yesterday's pace, which suggests, does it, that they're 2 further away from the leaders. Yesterday one in that back. Right. Even though you hold the lead up, a bit more from the lead. Catching Ben Short again, the gap down 6 tenths per second. He is right. Steve Foden will take the right to Ben Short. That would be a bit of an upset. Lots of these MX5 by 5 club races over the last few seasons, whether he's done a full championship campaign or occasionally dipped in as a visitor. He has probably won comfortably more than anybody else. Here's Marcus Bailey being put under pressure by Richard Baxter, who's on the outside line. He's trying to stay in there, but no, we've seen a few times this weekend where people have tried to make a move on the exit at Chapman, but it's not really a great overtaking opportunity, is it? It loses you time on the exit of the corner. That's what's happened to Baxter, and now Adrian Johnson is challenging. Literally, even that, it means he's falling away from these 3 cars. Closer and closer, and that slide from Short, that obviously very bench right on and down. All the way down into Richie's, but going with Ben Short leading 77 Steve Foden in second place. In third place, Ben Hansen. Jason Greatrix there, so Smith ahead of Greatrix, who's dropped off the timing tower again, I'm afraid, with those transponder issues. But he is there, he's now in 5th place, and he's trying to get 4th place back from Tom Smith, who's almost pushing down the Bentley straight. You can certainly see off a Chapman curve, offline there, it is pretty damp still. Challenges underneath the vehicle bridge and into front of as we saw yesterday. On the camera effect. Looking on here is Richard Baxter, who's got hard Marcus Bailey in the side. Here, what is 8th position. Out of Nelson, they turn and up towards the Bonhor they go, and up inside, look back got a bit of a dent in the side of his car.